So, guys, the rate at which EFCC operative breaks into houses this period honestly is becoming alarming, all in the names of trying to fish out internet fraudsters, popularly known as Yahoo Yahoo. This other one occurred in Lagos State, where a lot of EFCC operative broke into a woman's house around 4 a.m. And according to her, she said that the experience was terrifying and horrible. Just listen.
How did we arrive here? How did we get it wrong in this country? Guys, EFCC broke into my house. Oh yes, around 4 a.m. this morning. You guys can see, this key is ruined. Now I have to change this lock. I have to change this lock because they forced in and broke this door. They broke into my house. So I was sleeping when I heard people banging at my door. Bing, 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 bing. I nearly peed on myself. I jumped up and I didn't know what to do. I was so scared. I was confused. I thought they were armed robbers because armed robbers has visited our estate twice last year. Okay. So in my mind, I thought, these armed robbers, they don't finally come our compound though. I thought it was armed robbers that were banging at the door and all that. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I had to lock the room where I was, like my room door upstairs. I ran into the toilet, the bathroom. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to even jump from the balcony. I wanted to jump. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even wear my clothes. I was confused. I was frightened. I was trying to call the gate man, but I didn't know they collected the gate man's phone and they held the gate man hostage because they said they didn't want the gate man to pass information to people that they were here. So the next thing I heard them breaking into my house. I just heard them they broke my door, and I just heard the sound, bim. I said, God, these armed robbers are now coming upstairs. I had no idea they were police or EFCC or whatever. So they came upstairs. They were now banging at the door of the room where I was. They checked other rooms. They didn't find anybody. So they were now banging at my door. I was in the bathroom. I wanted to keep quiet, but I said, since they already broke this main door, breaking into my room is a small thing for them. So it's best I comply. Okay. So I then asked, who is at the door? Who is at the door? They now said, open. It's the police. I didn't say police. I didn't say, please, I'm not sure you guys are police. So police for what now? I'm not sure you guys are police. Please, I would like to talk to my gate man. If you people can get him, okay. If he tells me to open, I will open. So a man then spoke and said, open. I am with them. I am the CSO of the estates. We have a new CSO. So the new CSO, I don't even know his voice. I've never seen him. Okay, I think I've seen him once. Yes, I've seen him once. I remember. Yes, I've seen him once. But I don't know his voice. But I know his name because they usually write his name in the platform, right? So I then asked. I said, okay, CSO, please, can you tell me your name? Can you mention your name so that I will know you are with them and all that? And I just want to confirm if these people are really police, armed robbers. I'm really very scared. They then said, oh, good morning, darling. So they now said, the CSO then spoke and said, madam, yes, it's me. I'm with them. I know you. So I then opened the door. The moment I opened the door, I saw them. They were over 20 and they were armed. What is even 20? They came with 2 buses and 1 car. More than 30 of them. So the moment I saw them, they were now asking me, what do you do? This, that. Who lives here with you? I told them, this is my house. Nobody lives here with me. Okay, I live alone. I then told them, okay, this is what I do. Here is my ID card. here is an identification card for you to identify me, and for you to know, to identify myself, and for you guys to know what I do. I do not commit crime. I'm not into cyber crime or whatever and all that. They were going through the rooms and all that. They were checking and all that. They say, okay, you mean you live here? I said yes. So at that moment, I think they were already done with searching everywhere and all that, just to make sure I don't have anything in the house. So they now said, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow us, come downstairs, come downstairs. So I was very, very angry. I told them, do you guys know that you guys nearly killed me? I was not telling them, do you guys remember what happened in Abuja? The lawyer that died because armed robbers came to her house and she decided to jump. I told them that I was just about to jump. Oh, I was about to jump. What sort of thing is this? How did you guys come to my house without any information that I am into crime? Because they said that, oh, sorry, we got the wrong house. We got the wrong. I said, you got the wrong house, and you guys broke in like a thief. You guys broke into my house like a thief. Or then again, I forgot again. They were asking me, what do you do to afford Mercedes GLA? What do you do to afford this house? What do you do to... I said to them, to own a Mercedes is now a crime in this country. Like, you have to be into cyber crime to own a Mercedes in Nigeria. Does that mean that one have to be into cyber crime to own a Mercedes in Nigeria? Like, I don't understand. So they were now saying, just identify yourself. Just do this, identify yourself. Then we are good. So when I showed them my ID card and all that, they were now saying, oh, okay, you can go back in. I said, go back in as soon as I don't spoil my door. And you guys will not believe that these people, when they left my house, they didn't just leave my house and go. They were still going from apartment to apartment in this terrace. And not just that, when they left this terrace, they went to other people's houses. And they were packing people. They were packing boys.
Now, I am not against, the fact that those EFCC operatives, they are trying to fish out internet, fraudsters. Of course, I'm not, against it. Why? Because they are fighting against crime. But what I am against is the fact that they just broke into, houses without proper documentation or without proper surveillance, and this is very, very bad and terrible. Imagine if that Ruma had maybe some medical conditions like hypertension. She could probably have had cardiac arrest due to the tension and fear, and that of course could have led to her sudden demise. So those EFCC operative, they really need to do more. They really need to do proper check before they enter any house or before they bug any houses, or if possible they can as well be doing their reading during the day, not at midnight when everyone is sleeping. Man, this is like operating like a criminal, and it does not make any sense at all. So this other one has to do with the Nigeria army. They are reassuring the northerners, again, those people that leave their community before, to come back to their villages, saying that they are ready to protect them. They are ready to do their best to make sure that those issue of banditry and kidnapping in the north becomes a thing of the past. Just listen and say.
Within the last 12 months, over 1,900 operations have been conducted, while more than 120 terrorists have been neutralized.
Armed headers attack is one of the most potent threats to security in the Joint Operations Area. It involves violent confrontations between armed Fulani headers and farming communities. The threat often emanates from encroachment of herds of cattle into farmland, destroy crops, or malicious attack on the cattle by criminal elements, which result on reprisals and further reinforce the cycle of violence.
It is these successes that is restoring the confidence of the locals. Here in Tatio, a community in Guma local government area of Benue State, Residents fled in 2022 due to persistent attacks by bandits, but are now beginning to return.
Before we are not here, but now we get the confidence because of the military was here. But we have one small major problem because those cattle people, when they used to eat our farm, up till now.
Martha is a food vendor. She says business is gradually returning to normal.
Before we were not here, but because of the military, you came back. Yes, we came back because now we are feeling freely because we don't have fear for anything again because they are here for us.
Nigeria's North Central has received global attention following perceived attacks on its largely Christian community. But the commander, Operation Wild Stroke, says mutual suspicion between ethnic groups, predominantly farmers and herders, have stoked fears and led to illegal stockpiling of weapons.
I will see it on TV that a lot of communities here, because I have evidence to back it up, have what we call community armory. That is, the community contributes money. They source weapons on their own, and they have a group of their youths who are supposed to be in charge of those weapons. And the reason put forward is to defend the communities, from being taken over, as it were. Now, these weapons sometimes, and for a lot of times, are now being used for all manner of criminalities.
As the theater intensifies actions within its areas of operations, including Taraba State, the commander is calling on the state government and other stakeholders to provide infrastructure and basic amenities so as to bring development to these mostly agrarian communities.
It's one of our core mandate to ensure that displaced persons, are returned back to their communities, so that they can pick up their livelihood, as it were. And I also mentioned to you that I actually in person met the state governor in that regard to tell him the progress we have made, and so far they've been reassuring, and we are hopeful that maybe anytime from February, there will be in an organized manner, the return of a lot of these displaced persons back to their community, to pick up their livelihood.
Through the shrubs and the vast forest of the theater, commanders have vowed to deny the criminal elements the freedom of action until the cycle of violence, manifesting in attacks, killings, kidnappings, animal rustling, illegal mining and armed robbery, is drastically reduced.
Now, personally, since the inception of Christopher Musa, the new defense minister, we've seen a lot of drastic positive changes, and that shows that that man is working. And thank God that some places that recorded high amount of kidnapping last year is becoming safe once again. And thank God that those people that left their community due to this bandit issue is starting to come back home, and this alone has shown that there is still hope for Nigeria. So guys, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. I'll see you guys in my next video.